Hey, anybody else out there feel like crap? No? Just me? No? Okay, great. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario!
Woohoo! Let's go!
Alright, so before any of you gets concerned out there, the reason why I sound so terrible is because I have a cold. It is a common cold. It is not a special cold. It is not corona. It is not anything else. It is a very annoying common cold, and it sucks. It basically ruined my weekend. Ruined every single thing that I wanted to do this weekend. I wanted to start live streaming this weekend, and it turns out it's not as much fun to be talking when you're done like this. When you're done like this, it's really annoying. It sucks. I'm not sure. I've been blaming my sister for this a lot because she was sick a few days ago, last week, and she was actually better over it. But I've been thinking about it, and the symptoms that I've had for a while now, for the better part of a month. I haven't felt 100%. I haven't felt like I've been breathing correctly for the better part of a month. But it didn't actually hit me until this weekend, and I started thinking, it was like, you know how sometimes you can hold stuff at bay, you know, you can power through stuff, you know, it's like, all right, okay, I might be sick. So I might have been sick a month ago, but you just keep it at bay because you're too busy working. You gotta focus on what you're doing. And I've had a pretty busy few months. And so it's like, I just keep it at bay, keep it strong. You know what? You don't even think about it. You're slightly uncomfortable, but you keep going at it. And then the moment that you know that you can let your guard down, boom, that's when it hits you. I think this was one of those things because literally the moment that I was told that I usually work on weekends, and for the past few weekends I actually worked a lot, and so I work during the week at the radio station. During weekends I work at the restaurant, and so I actually as soon as I was told that, okay, no, your shift's been given up to somebody else, because I told my managers, yeah, feel free to take any of my shifts and give it to somebody who has kids or something, because I'm still going to be working at the station. And they're like, feel free to take them. And so as soon they told me, oh, okay, no, all right, so you don't have any shifts this weekend. As soon as I knew like, okay, I don't have to get up early on Sunday. I don't have to worry about working Saturday night or something. I have a weekend to relax. I have a weekend, and I can focus on my streaming stuff, which is what I want to do. By the way, I'm set up. Like I'm literally set. I have everything set up to do it. I worked really hard to get it done faster, and then the day that I could do it, like I start sounding like this, and I start feeling terrible, and it's like, crap. By the way, I have some ideas. If you're thinking like, what's the live stream gonna be like, Dario? With Dario, mostly it's just gonna be me talking to the chat, whoever it is, playing a game. But I do have some special ideas, and I thought about this long and hard. And it's like, dude, I have a couple years worth of trivia stuff, like trivia polls, music and movie polls. And I'm like, you know what? That's everybody's. Whenever I talk to anybody, that's their favorite part of throwback trivia, the clips, trying to guess the clips. So to me, it's like, all right, we could actually play that in real time. You know, I could be doing a live stream, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, okay, try to guess this movie. Try to guess this. All I have to do is bring down the volume from the game. My mic could still be on, doesn't matter. And just, all right, try to guess. It could be like a fun little activity, and we can play it for, I don't know, a couple of hours, easy. Because I have more than enough. I think, like 200 clips I could play. So even if we just do 10 an hour, you'd still have like 6 minutes to guess each one. Maybe. I don't know. You don't need that much, probably. But I'd spread it out a little. I don't know. The point is, that's something I want to do. And I just realized that I completely lost my train of thought of what was I even talking. Today's going to be a rant, by the way. I'm just ranting. Oh, by the way, any comments, questions, suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show, at Dario the Show on Instagram, and at Super Dario World. Also follow me on Facebook, Super Dario World. Appreciate it if you subscribe. That'd be great. Anyway, where was I? Before I was even talking about that, I don't even remember. So I started feeling terrible on Saturday. I was like, all right, okay, just take the day off. I don't like it, but take the day off because it hits you. And it's one of those things that it's really stressful because I'm okay. I was going to say something that was completely incorrect. No, I'm very good at doing nothing. This whole being quarantined thing doesn't affect me at all. Like I'm very easily entertained. I sank my teeth deep into a new book story. By the way, I really want to talk about the new series that I started reading. However, I have issues sharing my thoughts on certain books or certain series because a part of me, like the producer in me, wants to get the rights to the story someday to do something with it. And so I don't want to put it out there and have somebody else steal it. So it's a very, like, every year I send an email to my favorite author, to the author of my favorite series. And basically, a few years ago, I approached him, asked him, like, hey, dude, does somebody have the rights to your books to do anything with it? Like, no. All right. Who do you own the rights? He's like, yeah. Okay. All right. So could you, who manages all that stuff? He sends me the info to his manager, and I emailed back and forth with the manager trying to get the rights to the story so that I could try to do something with it. And the dude basically did not like my deal. And he's like, all right, no. And so every year I email him back and be like, hey, how's it going? A comment. If I have any comments on whatever he just released or what he's releasing, like, hey, looking forward to this thing. Just wanted to check. Do you still have the rights? A, do you have to, and B, is this person still managing it? Yes, no. And then I talk to the manager because I don't like annoying the person directly. However, I want the author to know that I'm still around. And I want him to at one point ask, like, hey, what happened to that dude who's trying to, do something with my work? Because the deal that I offered him basically said, just for 2 years, let me try to get something done with this, right? Let me just hold the rights to this thing for 2 years and try to get something done, create something. And I have this idea. I didn't really go in deep into what the idea was. I just, because there's a certain protocol to stuff, and I was following the protocol, right? And now it's going to be 2 years this summer. So now in the summer, I get to send the email like, hey, have you done anything with it for 2 years? No. So for 2 years, it's been collecting dust instead of having me be out there trying to make money out of it. Cool. Smart idea. So it's, I don't know. I think that way. I want to. And so whenever I sink my teeth into a new book series, unless it's something that's huge that I know you can never, like, for example, Star Wars. I'll talk about the Star Wars, the books that I started reading, because I know you'll never get the rights to Star Wars. It's impossible. But if it's something else that I feel like I could maybe get the rights for, or, just a dream, just a pipe dream, but still, it feels like there's something you could do with it. I don't like talking about it. It's a conflict, and it's a conflict of interest because it's what I did the whole weekend. The whole weekend, I would just basically stay at home, read a book. I couldn't even work out, which is the worst part, because it's like, this is the perfect opportunity to just go out there and work out. But then if you work out, you make it worse, and it'll take longer to recover. And right now, I don't feel that terrible. It's just annoying. It's annoying that I can't talk properly. It's annoying that I can't breathe properly. But I've been focusing on doing other stuff. It was weird. I don't know how the weekend was. I don't know how this whole thing has been for you. For me, it's been a little. It's a little stressful. Like I've been eating out a little bit more than usual, which I don't like, but I feel like I kind of have to. It's weird. I went to the restaurant today just to get some food and to pick up my check and stuff. And I was talking to the manager there, and I was like, dude, it's weird because I kind of feel a little guilty. And I feel a little guilty, because I'm still working. The rest of my coworkers, well, most of them aren't. And so to me, it's like, I feel a little bit guilty. I feel like I should be spending money. Like, every single instinct in my being is like, don't spend any money right now. Save it. Save whatever you can. Save every single fucking penny. You're lucky that you're still working. Save every penny that you can. But another part of me is like, I gotta do my, since I'm still working, I gotta do my part to, try to keep things going. Try to keep the economy moving. Try to maybe keep, like, my favorite restaurants from going down. Something. My friends from losing their jobs and stuff. So it's a really weird spot. And I've been talking to some people, and they kind of feel the same way. So I don't know what the medium point is. I'm just like, all right, I'll try to eat out a little bit more. Try to help out a little bit more than I used to, as long as I don't put myself in a bad situation. But it's weird. Like, I went to my favorite Japanese restaurant. They sell amazing ramen. It's near my house. I don't know if it's the best ramen in the world, but it's really good. It's legit. And so I remember just walking in there, and every single employee there was like one person behind the counter, and like the chef, because Japanese restaurants are usually a bit open. They just lit up like, "Hi, welcome. How's it going? Please come on in." Blah blah. And you can't help but feel bad. You're like, oh shit, these people are getting hit hard. Their livelihoods are getting hit hard. It's brutal, and they didn't even do anything. Like every single one of these businesses were flourishing less than a month ago, and they did nothing wrong. And all of a sudden, their worlds got turned upside down. And my life is, in a way, my life's a little bit more comfortable because I have to deal with less traffic. But everybody else is, it's going to hell, especially in their wallet. So it's like, I guess I should help out a little, but I don't know what I could do. So I'm gonna order out a little bit more, just maybe. I know it's a Band-Aid and a bullet wound, but it's something. It makes, I don't know. It's like I said, I felt guilty in a weird way, but I haven't done anything wrong. But you just feel bad. You feel bad because, again, they didn't do anything. It's weird because the people who are suffering the most, they didn't really do anything at all. But it's one of those things that just hit you out of nowhere, and it's been devastating. So I did over the week. I also gone to the store a few times because right now I'm the runner. I'm the food gatherer in my family because I'm the only one that actually goes out. And right now in my apartment it's just me and my sister, and so it's she's been staying in because again she was sick last week. She had a cold too, and she's like, I can't go to this. I'm gonna try to see how she sounds like. I can't go to this store right now because people look at me and they're like, "What are you doing out? How dare you? How dare you? You're gonna get us all contaminated." And she's like, "But I only have the flu." I no kidding. That's legit. That's legit how she sounds like. Like she was really bad. For me, to me right now, this is a really bad sickness for me, sounding like this. And yesterday, deciding, you know what, I'm going to take the day off because I want to recover. That's it. I want to recover. I want to be back to 100%. And so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I've gone to the store a few times, and I was at a Walmart and I wanted to cough, a normal cough, but I couldn't do it. I was like, you better not cough. People might throw things at you, and people just shoot daggers at you, and then they'll, I don't know, they'll tackle you or something. Well, they wouldn't tackle me because then they'll be like, I got infected. But it's a weird sensation. It's a very weird, awkward time right now. Fortunately, I got a buttload of entertainment here. I have so many video games I want to play, which fortunately, again, I'm going to be able to do the streaming for all that stuff, and you might be able to join me if you want to watch that. I'm not sure. Honestly, it depends. I'm guessing you guys are going to go a little bit stir crazy a little bit. I have a ton of books that I want to finish. I have a bunch of comics that I want to finish. I'm still not finished with, like I said, with the series that I started a few days ago. I did, however, by the way, I watched a couple of movies recently. And I want to get these out of the way. I don't want to do a full review on them, so I'll just get them out of the way here. I saw Frozen 2. It sucked particularly in comparison to the first one. I enjoyed the first one. I wanted to see it because it was such a big deal. It was everywhere. The songs are very catchy. I can get why it was so popular. And it was an okay story. It was actually pretty decent. It did the same stupid thing that Disney animated movies have been doing for a while. They're like, oh, this is not a villain. Haha, we tricked you. This is actually the villain. But on Frozen 2, they did something completely different. And it's like, all right, no villain. And I was like, what? I mean, movies need villains. In the very least, they need antagonists. And I don't really feel like they had one. Honestly, I did not really understand the point of the story, and the songs were not nearly as good. Like Let It Go, Let It Go, Let It Go. Years later, I can still tell you how the song goes. I could probably even sing it, but I'm not going to submit you to that, especially in my current conditions. But I saw over the weekend Frozen 2. I can't sing any of the songs. I can't even sing the big one. Like Into the Unknown. I think that's what it is. And the only reason why I know it is because my sister was singing it the other day. Like the other day, I was telling her what I thought about the movie, and she started singing it. And I was like, dude, how the hell do you remember the song? And she's like, oh, when I was in Disneyland the other day, the parade broke down. They broke down in front of, and apparently what they do when the parade breaks down is they stay in character and they keep playing the songs. So we were stuck right in front of the Frozen stuff. So they just kept going into the unknown, over and over again. And so that's probably why I remember it. Oh, I should not do that. That's really hard on my throat. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, didn't like it at all. Also, I had no idea that Elsa, which is the main character, well, one of the sisters, one of the main characters, is like an LGBT icon. I had no idea. Like, honestly, no idea. And I didn't really see it. It's a weird thing. I don't know why. To me, it was like, well, this chick Elsa's kind of asexual in a way, and it's mainly because she's got a lot on her mind. Like, the chick's got powers. She's got a lot of stuff to deal with. I never really even saw her as anything else, but I guess from what I looked into it a little bit, it's because, the song Let It Go. If you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, drop your prejudices and be free, blah blah. It's like come out of your closet. And to me, it's like, I can understand why that could become an anthem, but she's talking about powers. She's talking about basically be yourself. That applies to literally anybody, anywhere. So like I said, I had no idea she was an icon, but apparently she is. So, all right. Didn't know. And apparently people were upset about it over the second one. I didn't go too deep into it because I thought it was stupid. But, yeah. And like I said, the movie was stupid. It was a big old waste of my time. Speaking of big old wastes of my time, I saw the new Pokemon movie on Netflix, Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. I think that's what it's called. I fucking hated it because I can't say it's a cash grab, but it was, honestly, I don't even understand it because Disney did this with The Lion King. That's like, all right, we'll make the same movie again. We'll just use a different style of animation and we'll make a buttload of money, which a part of me is like, I understand. Like, this was clearly a cash grab from the beginning. Like, I could tell. Everybody could tell, but they're like, it's The Lion King, I'll watch it again. And this one, it was the first Pokemon movie, the one with Mewtwo, the very first one. It's the exact same movie, only worse. It lost a lot of they changed from 2D animation, that means like cartoon, into 3D animation. And it sucks. Like, the characters lost most of their charm, and they added a whole bunch of stuff in there that had nothing to do with anything really. They just made the storyline. Like, for example, I'll give you the perfect example. In the original Pokemon movie, the Mewtwo thing where they describe like, oh yeah, we found the fossil of Mew and we created Mewtwo, and then he killed us, and then Blaine took him, and then he betrayed Blaine. And then Giovanni, and then Giovanni took him, and then he betrayed Giovanni, and he left and created his island. That takes about 5 minutes. Less, like 3 to 5 minutes. It's very short, it's very condensed, it's very straight to the point, and you get it. All right? I remember I was like 10 years old, 9, 10, 11 years old. I completely understood the story. I didn't need more. I did not need any more than that. And this one, I checked. It's 13 minutes. So the introduction, the thing that I just told you in like 6, 7 sentences, took them 13 fucking minutes. It's redundant, it's slow, it's stupid, and all right, some things do look really good and look really cool. Let's say the grass looks alive, the amounts of the scenery, but the characters suck. The animation for the characters suck. They look slower, they look heavier. They don't have the charm of a cartoon. Certain things should be kept to certain mediums. Anime does not work that well in 3D. And I know what you're thinking, Dario, but I mean, what's the difference between a cartoon and 2D, 3D? It's very different. They different types of storytelling require different styles. The anime style of storytelling and the manga style of storytelling. By the way, Pokemon is technically anime. I could get in a certain debate with people with that, but it is technically an anime. It requires a certain style. A cartoonish style that you can't do in 3D animation. 3D animation makes things a slightly more realistic, and it's not as good. It doesn't have the charm that you need with an anime. It makes it slower, and you can't play around with stuff as well. For example, like let's say Pikachu's lightning hits. What they would do in the cartoon is okay, this is a perfect example. That's something they would do in an anime that they can't do in 3D animation, or if they do, or if they do in live action, it doesn't really work that well. And that's, by the way, I'm losing my voice. So what they do is when somebody's heart breaks, they go close up to the face, and then they go to negative colors. What does that mean? Instead of being the normal color scheme, they turn it so that you can only see black. So all you see is black and the outlines of a character, right? You'll see the outlines of their face. But usually they're smiling with a stupid face. They go to negative colors and they break glass in their face. I'm dying. Sorry about that. And so their face turns into like a piece of broken glass. And like, no, that's something they can do in a cartoon. Pikachu, when he uses Thunderbolt, whatever, they can make things darker to make the lightning pop out. So even if it's outside in the middle of the day and Pikachu uses Thunderbolt, when you switch it out, because you can switch out the colors there and it doesn't look stupid in a cartoon, it makes it, brighter, makes it look more powerful. Here in the 3D one, they kept all the colors the same, and it doesn't look as cool. So in a nutshell, if you want to watch the same movie but worse, you can watch it. And by the way, I'm wrapping this thing up because I've paused it a couple times because I've just been in a coughing fit. Apparently, I shouldn't be talking anymore. So I'll leave it there. That's my rant for today. I wanted to continue. I want to talk about slightly more stuff. I want to talk about my monitor because I had a really good day with him yesterday. By the way, I don't mean my computer monitor. I mean my right now monitor. But if you can check out the video of him on my Instagram at Dario the Show. That's it. I gotta wrap this up because it's getting bad. So check out the video there. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are healthy. Hope everything works out. Like I said, any comments, questions, suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show or at Super Dario World. If you just want to chat, hit me up. I'm a little bored right now. Guess I can't really do much, but thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next time.